Well, today's the day. It's 9:25. I've been up since 5:45, which is normal. But normally I would wake up and shortly after I would have my first smoke of the day. Now, this didn't happen today because I've decided that I want to cut this habit. I'm thinking I need to stop for a month to begin with, just to get out of the habit. And then after that, just seeing if I can kind of be casual. Because as it stands right now, I've been smoking weed for the past 10 years. But for the past 5 years, it's been daily. Like really daily. The only exception is if I'm away on holiday or something with my family. I went to Mexico for a week in 2013. Went to Bermuda for a week in 2015. And just recently when I was in Italy for a few days, didn't have access either. So other than that, it's been every day for like 5 years, which isn't good. It's not good for me just mentally, because the reason I started and the reason I kept turning to it is because the medicinal properties, because I do suffer with ADHD and depression and, a little bit of PTSD as well. So it's really helped me. It's helped as far as depression. Obviously, just things are just more enjoyable. With my ADHD, it just sort of like quiets my brain, and it used to help a lot just socially as well, which I struggle with. And I also have really bad nightmares and just very overactive dreams, so it also used to help a lot with that. And it used to be that I wouldn't dream at all. Now it's, after all these years and everything, my tolerance has gotten much higher, and so I'm still getting those nightmares. I'm still taking like a CBD oil at night that I think I'm going to continue. I just started it last night, but just as far as the nightmares, because that's really important that I get a good sleep. But it's out of the habit of smoking. It's only once at night before bed. It's not like all day. And I think when I quit, it's just going to be much better for my asthma, for one thing, definitely. And also cost-wise, I'll be saving money, especially because my dealer moved, and so I've been buying like government weed, which is more expensive. But I think that I'm really hoping that it'll help me as far as like motivation and work and even just hobbies. And the thing that'll be tough is that I'll have to address everything that I've swept under the rug for 5 to 10 years. But the other reason I'm doing it right now is because I don't have to constantly being escaping my life anymore. I'm not having traumatic things happening to me day in and day out. I'm not having to escape the person I'm living with or my day-to-day life. I don't need to just forget about everything that has happened and clear it off my mind at the end of the day. I'm hoping it'll just help me just appreciate more and live more, basically. I've noticed in the past few years I don't write as much. I don't do as much art or creativity as I used to. So I'm just hoping that my mind opens up a bit, even though it sounds like a little bit backwards. I think at this point I'm so used to being intoxicated that when I'm clear, it actually feels like almost high, because everything's just much more intense. which is what I was trying to get away from. But now I think that I need to appreciate that in my life, and I need to address, some things within myself head on rather than just smoking to forget about it. And I'm at a great point now where I'm not relying on anybody. Well, sort of. My dad's helping me because I don't have a job and I'm only paying like half as much rent as I probably should. But other than that, I'm completely independent. I'm not even living with anyone. I don't think I could have done this when I was living with my sister because she smokes a ton as well, unless we were both doing it together. And even so, I don't think that would have worked out because I just think that I have better willpower than she does. And that's the thing that I think is going to get me through. And I think that it's going to be really good for me and really help me. And I'm proud of my willpower. Like, if I can convince myself that I don't need food, then I should be able to convince myself that I don't need weed. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I'm prepared because it's going to be difficult. I'm going to have to address, issues within myself that I distract myself with smoking. I probably won't have an appetite because that's, again, another reason why I got into it was to help me eat, and I had an eating disorder. I'll probably be a little bit anxious and irritable, but I think that now's a good time to do it because I'm a little bit isolated. I don't need to be around my friends who smoke or my family or even Danny when he doesn't, he doesn't need to experience me being super irritable for like a week or however long it takes. Yeah, I'm excited, and I'm glad that I talked about it, and it feels good to just even talk about. I have been thinking about uploading to YouTube. I don't know. What do I have to lose, really? I don't know. What's the worst that could happen? Nobody watches. That's what I honestly want. So, perfect, fine. Just a place to keep my videos. Kind of like Tumblr. And I just post photos on there and have nobody fucking cares. I don't know if there's anything else I wanted to touch on. Things to do instead of smoking. Make a pot of tea. Start writing in the journal. Roll out the yoga mat. Put some music on. Start dancing, singing. Take care of yourself. Do a face mask. Paint your nails. When I smoke, I just sit there and I almost just dissociate and do nothing. I'm not taking care of myself. I'm not cleaning the house. I'm not taking care of my skin. I'm not doing my self-care on any part of my body. You know what I mean? I think that I just need to care a little more.